Are you here from That Pregnant Lady Reacts video, Cat Stevens, father and son? And you're looking to find out what Elizabeth was drinking and what concoction that I made? You're in the right place. And let me tell you, this one is pretty extensive, but
worth it.
Worth it. If I remember correctly, the word she used was, "This is the second greatest thing ever to be in my mouth." So we're gonna start with the ingredients. Oh, I left the refrigerator open, look at that. We're gonna start with the ingredients here. First, grapefruit. We're gonna use this two different ways. We're gonna use the juice inside and we're gonna use the oil from the peel for the end of the cocktail. Mocktail. Mocktail, there's no alcohol. Ginger. We've got some sage here that I've freshly rinsed. We've got a cardamom simple syrup, which if you've seen my simple syrup video, this is the best simple syrup that I make. I do use some ginger bitters. You don't need to. There's enough bitter with the grapefruit, but if you like a little bit more, this really doesn't have, I guess there's some alcohol content, but it's so super minimal that it really counts and qualifies for mocktails. I've got some thickened apple cider here that I made for this. Some club soda. I'll put this over with the liquids. And we're gonna finish it off with a cherry in the glass. Let's get into it. Have our mixing glass here. Now, what I like about mocktails, one, is the experimentation of it. Testing things out, trying different flavors, seeing what works, what doesn't work. It's not about taking some orange juice and pineapple juice and mixing it and calling it a day. It's about taking a lot of different flavor profiles and make something that works. If you think about the mixers that are in a cocktail, something like a yellow chartreuse, which has 150 something herbs and spices in it, it's a very complex profile. And I like doing that with my mocktails as well. And that's what we're doing today. So I've got my sage in here. I've got about 8 to 10 sage leaves. We're gonna microplane in about a teaspoon of ginger. And I like using microplane instead of crushing it because just give a little bit more mixability.
Deliciousness.
Yep, just pop that in there. There we go. Set this off to the side now. All right, and then my simple syrup, I'm gonna do 2/3 of an ounce of simple syrup. Go.
Infused with cardamom.
Infused with cardamom, that's right. And get all of the goodness out right here. Okay, and now I'm gonna muddle this sage and sort of pull out all the little juiciness that's in there and get that infused with what we've got going on. It's gonna mix with that ginger, it's gonna mix with that simple syrup, and it'll be phenomenal. Now,
did you mention that our 2-year-old loves this too?
Does he?
Yes.
Well, he should come and try it. All right, I did make a big picture of this. We had some friends over and I made a big, massive picture of it. It was really easy to do. Once you got the components, really easy to do. I'm gonna first take a peel off of the grapefruit that we're gonna use for later. Okay, set that off to the side. What do you think? That's about 8 inches. Okay. All right. This is a beautiful grapefruit. It's the season. Go and get it now. It's way more than I need. And now I like making sure I get all the goodness off of the masher. And so now 1/2 ounce grapefruit juice. Okay. I'm gonna pour it over this to get all the goodness off. Okay. Set this off to the side. We're working our way through. All right. And now 3 dashes of ginger bitters straight in. 1, 2, 3. All right. And we're going to add 1.5 ounces of our thickened apple cider here. Whoops. And now we're gonna stir this up. Stir, 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 stir. Are you excited? You gonna get to try this again? And now I'm gonna add in the ice. This is where the flavors start to meld. What's making cocktails without singing? A little bit, just a bit. Now, I'm going to use my tool of opening. It gives me +1 to strength and +2 versus bottles.
Great stocking stuffer.
That's right. That's right. We're going to do 1 ounce here. Woo! That was about 1/2 ounce and the bubbles came. There we go. All right. That's how it works.
Why did you mix these flavors for Cat Stevens?
Why did I mix these flavors for Cat Stevens? You know, it's funny. I don't know.
Yes, you do. You made it because it was, I asked you something that reminded me of home. And it worked.
Oh, that's right. She said, I want something that reminds me of home, growing up on the orchard. And I thought, okay, well, what works with, well, let's see here. She's a little tart. Her family's a little tart, so I'm going to do some grapefruit. And they grew up on a cherry orchard, and so got to have a cherry and apple trees. That's right. So we have the apple cider, and then a little bit of the ginger. That's her hair. Let's throw that in there as well. The sage gives it sort of that earthy flavor of being farmers, and here we are.
My dad was into a lot of Cat Stevens when I was young.
This is true. I didn't know that until, oh my gosh. I didn't know that until we prepped the video for her recording. I'm gonna double strain it so we don't get any of the sage leaves in there. How beautiful that is. Now this might look a little bit different than what you saw in that video, and that's because the super thick apple cider that I had made, that I had in the fridge, died when I left the fridge out open overnight. We had to toss everything. It was good time. So, but this will work just as well, and I'll prove it. Let's put that cherry in there. It's a nice little surprise. She didn't know there was a cherry in the bottom at the end of the video. Yeah. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to squeeze the rind here. You won't be able to see it, but I just got a spray of juice and oil. I'm getting that oil out as much as I can, and I'm going to rub it on the rim of this glass. That gives it just one more extra layer to this mocktail. And ladies and gentlemen, the Cat Stevens father and son. I don't know what the name of the mocktail is, so sound out in the comments below. What should we name this thing?
Sentimental orchard. Should I bring it to you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get a 2-year-old here who's gonna try this in this glass. Stay tuned. Let's count. Let's count to 10 together. He can count to 10. Can you count to 10? I hope so. Here he comes. Oh, is he excited? I don't know. His hair is not combed, and he just woke up from a nap, which is the norm. Yeah. You ready, buddy? Ladies and gentlemen, this is we're gonna taste this. What should we call this mocktail? What should we call it? What should we call it? Louder.
Louder.
No, what should we call this mocktail? What's its name?
Bone.
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 Bone. Ladies and gentlemen, the bone. You wanna try it? Here we go. What do you think?
this.
Yeah, it's a cherry. Do you like the mocktail?
This is a cherry.
You want the cherry? Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is a Luxardo. Take a bite. There you go. Put the rest back in there. What do you think of the mocktail?
Good.
It's good? Is it yummy? What's your favorite part?
I like cherries.
He likes the cherry. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The bone. Until next time, drink responsibly.